warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Imran Ashraf bin Azhar and I'm a leader from Group 5. So we're going to present about Uniform Building Bylaw Part 4, which is temporary works in connection with building operation.
Hello, good morning and Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Afham bin Abdul Aziz. I'm from Group 5.
Assalamualaikum dan selamat sejahtera. My name is Nurrahimah binti Daud and I'm from Group 5.
Assalamualaikum and good morning. My name is Farhana Syafiqah binti Misri. I'm from Group 5.
Assalamualaikum dan selamat sejahtera. I'm Nur Ijina binti Ramli. I'm from Group 5.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Idris bin Ahmad and I'm from Group 5.
In our presentation about temporary works in connection with building operation, number 48, for the first point is which and when any building operation is commenced, the person responsible for the creation shall display a board giving the names, address and telephone numbers of the submitting person and the building contractor, which means in the construction site they must list their contractor names, address and telephone numbers, because of the reasons are the first reason is easy to contact, which is when emergency happen, so the workers can contact the names on the list. The second reason is easily to recognize person in charge, which means the worker can connect with the person in charge when they having problems. The third point is a good management. We show the site construction that have good management, which has the list of the numbers, names, address of the person and the building contractor. And the last reason is to avoid any misunderstanding in construction site, which means if there is any misunderstanding, they can contact all the workers and also the contractor as soon as possible. Okay, for the second point, construction of any building shall not commence unless a protective hoarding to the requirement of the local authority is erected to separate the building from the public street or footway. Means the construction cannot be started because if they don't have protective hoarding. The reasons are, the first reason is to protect people any dangerous from construction site, means to avoid any dust or any harmful things fall outside the protective hoarding. Second point is to show that construction is on operation. When there is a protective hoarding, it shows the construction is on operation. The third point is to show that the construction is legal, which means when the protective hoarding is built, means the construction site are legal. Okay, the next point, to share information about the construction based on the banner that we can see on the protective hoarding. We can see the banner about any information about the construction. Okay, the last point, to share the architect and engineer company's name involved, which means we can know the architect and engineer company that build the construction that involved. For the third point, where a protective hoarding is required, a temporary permit shall be obtained in accordance with Bylaw 19, and the protective hoarding shall be constructed according to the approved protective hoarding plan, and shall during the demolition or erection of any building be maintained in a good condition to the satisfaction of the local authority, which means if the construction site want to build the protective hoarding, they must get approval from the authorities. The reasons are, the first reason is to prove the construction is legal, which means the construction site must get approval from the authorities, so the construction site will be legal. Second point is to ensure authority know presence of this construction. The authority must know the presence of the construction because of to avoid any misunderstanding with other company. Okay, the third point, to ensure that construction is follow the law, which means if the construction site is follow the law, they will not having a penalty.
Next, for the number 49, the person to whom the temporary permit is granted shall be responsible for first, taking such a measure as necessary to keep the roadside drain clear of obstruction and to the satisfaction of the local authority. Okay, second, adjustment to existing cable pipes and other service or utilities or equipment, and for their reinstatement in the completion of the works in accordance with the requirement of the relevant authorities. And the third point, painting the end of the hoarding white, and for having the end of hoarding and railing suitable marked by red warning light through the night. Okay, for the fourth point, any accident and damage to the property or person directly attributed to the hoarding or railing. And the five, ensuring that the hydrant point and any other existing utility service installation are not obstructed by the just hoarding or materials.
Okay, now we continue the topic about the persons who in charge for temporary permit that being responsible is granted shall. Okay, the sixth point is providing suitable opening with handrails at the end of hoarding, which is for safety operations. And the next one is the maintenance of the hoarding to the satisfactions for local authority. Okay, the next point is exercising due care not to damage by existing service meant by overloading the ground or by any temporary constructions, and removing all materials and debris on completions work in construction site. And the last point is to reinstate any damage to road, drains, footways, and leaving the sites in clean and tidy conditions for clearance work.
For now, I will present about the number of 50 in the building of law. So, the local authority should have the right to cancel the temporary permit for breach of any of the foregoing condition or for any reason it thinks fit, and the applicant should within 1 week of receipt of such notice have the hoardings, railings and all other material connected they will remove from the public road. So for the reason why this law is very important, because first to protect the public from dangers that may occur by the building. Second, to maintain and improve the quality of the building, can avoid malpractice and mistakes, and lastly, can produce responsible employees.
In number 51, vehicular access to the sites may be restricted to specific hours to avoid obstructing the flow of traffic if found to be necessary. Firstly, traffic roads on partial occupied housing sites require careful management to protect the public, particularly children from construction vehicle operations. The following measure can reduce the risk to the public on partially occupied sites. For the first point, face occupied of dwellings so that the site traffic can be excluded from occupied areas. The second point, segregate public vehicles and pedestrians routes from site vehicle and site workers routes. For the third point, provide safe place for public parking and safe access to show homes. For the fourth point, provide relevant information for the visitor on public safety. And the last point is update information to make account of any change in traffic routes which may affect the visiting public and residents. Okay, we have the 3 columns for descriptions, vehicle roads and pedestrian roads. For the first point, site entrance and exit. For the vehicle road, educate site lines, signs, map, security and vehicle management procedure. For the pedestrian roads, separate entrance points, signs and instruction. For the second point, parking areas. Vehicle roads is separate site vehicles, delivery and worker parking areas. Provide temporary parkings, loading area by the side entrance to manage the deliver and allow vehicle to turn away from sites if not allowed to enter sites. For the pedestrian roads, provide safe pedestrian roads from parking area to office, welfare facilities and workplace, and provide clear signs and instruction to workers. For the last one, secondary traffic roads, first defines safe roads for all vehicle operation on sites, and the pedestrian roads provide protected pedestrian roads in area where vehicles regularly pass.
Next, I will explain about the number 52. In buildings which are designed to exceed 18.3 meters in height to the topmost school floor, rising means in accordance with bylaw 232 shall be installed as soon as the building is exceed that height to provide firefighting facilities during the various stages of construction. Next, I will explain about the clause 232, which is mean by one wet or dry riser to be installed when a building is under construction, reach a height above fire barricade, pumping inlet and locate next to a usable staircase within 2 floors of the topmost construction. One wet is system of valve and pipe work which are kept permanently charged with water. And for the last is dry riser. Dry riser is system of valve and pipe work which enables the fire service to pump water onto upper floor of a building.